County Kerry, in a place they call Tralee. The final couple they returned on Kate and Pat McGee. They were going to have a party for the Golden Jubilee. Kate said she to Pat McGee, come listen here to me. Everyone singing, put on your only breeches and your coat of emerald green. Take off your hat, me darling, and put on your old derby. For today's our golden wedding, and I want you all to know how we looked when we were wed 50 years ago. The Golden Jubilee there, and that's a Kerry song for all the Kerry people here tonight in Drummond. There's also people from Galway and all over the place. Donegal, lovely to be with you tonight.
Well, now, my goodness, this is a very special night in Drummond here, in very near this beautiful, beautiful area of County Kerry, so near Waterville, and indeed on the Ring of Kerry itself. And we're absolutely so honoured to be joined by two very special gentlemen now. In fact, the chairman and also the secretary of this very famous club here in Drummond. In fact, first of all, we have Diarmuid O'Shea. Diarmuid, lovely meeting with you, the chairman.
Right, pleased to meet you, yeah. It's a great occasion for us.
Indeed, and Michael Sheehan, Michael the secretary.
Yep, pleased to meet you.
So first of all, Diarmuid, my goodness, give us an idea how long you've been secretary here.
Sorry, Chairman, I suppose.
Sorry, it's Chairman. Sorry.
Well, we'll say the club was formed here in about the 50s, and I suppose with immigration it took its toll, and it had to leave at that particular time. I suppose they left, and the club fell by the wayside. They joined Waterville. I think they won the South Kerry Championship, some few of them in 1956. So the club was reformed again in the 60s, and when it was reformed again in the 60s, I suppose immigration again took its toll, but we were lucky enough. We came together in Derryannan's Old National School of the winter of 1976, and I suppose, thanks be to God, we have been feeding teams from there. But you know, when we came together at that particular time, we hadn't the field, we had nothing at all. But I suppose at that particular time, there was a scheme came in from the Irish Land Commission where a farmer could come along and give his land to them, and they would give him a pension. I think they would probably buy it and give him a pension for life out of it. So we were lucky enough that there was a man there called James White there. He was a bachelor farmer there. He was living in Chinnatini, and he had a nice little bit of land along the riverside. And we were also lucky enough that we had a Mr. Kemple that time with the Irish Land Commission, and he looked favourably upon us. And when the land was being let to the local farms, he gave us 2 acres the first go off. So after that then we got 6 point something acres, and we got it at him for the trivial sum of £1,005.
Do you know what's coming through here, Diarmuid? Utter enthusiasm and dedication. Clearly, this is part of the magic of why Kerry has won, is it 35 All-Irelands?
Without a doubt, and I'm just looking down there at an old friend of mine, Paddy Connor, who played with the Kerry Miners there. He was a brother of Jack the trainer. He played with the Kerry Miners there in 1973 above in Cork. Himself and Paddy Mahoney of Renard. And the one thing about Paddy didn't feel too many balls over his head. He was able to rise so high he fielded them in his chest, and they would say he had a chest like a tar barrel.
Michael, my goodness, clearly you are such a dedicated people here, and this must be, it's utterly inspiring. And of course here tonight, it's hugely historic.
It surely is historic, yeah. You know, it's a huge achievement for a small club like us. First of all, it's very hard to get a Kerry captain here, because you know, South Kerry won the county championship there 3 years ago for the first time in something like 21 years. So Drummond then had to come along and win the divisional championship. So that's how Declan O'Sullivan became the captain in 2004. And you know, while we didn't win it the next year, it was Wellinshire, but they nominated Declan as captain, and this year he was nominated by Skellig Rangers Club, who are the winners. So you know, it's something that's not easily achieved at all.
And of course, here we are on the Tuesday night, one of the very first places to be visited by the Kerry team. And of course, we know why.
Sure, it's definitely a huge achievement for the club here. It's an honour to have Sam Maguire come here, I suppose, to such a small club, you know, way down here in the south of the county. But, you know, it is...
So, if we just look back at the All-Ireland itself, for yourself, Jeremy, what would have been the most magical moment for you?
An All-Ireland final day, I suppose, probably the most magical moment, without a doubt, were the Kerry goals, without a doubt, because, like, you know, there we said the first goal from the Goose, like, it was a really spectacular goal. When I seen it after the Sunday game, he's just such a classy player. As he fisted it into the net, he just still turned around and glanced with his eyes, see whether it's still going for that net. You know, I suppose that's what Kerry football. Like, when we talk about Kerry football or talk about our area here, there is no other sport, would you believe, that played in South Kerry bad football. And I suppose the Hounds, which Declan's father does, they do a hound thing in that way, you know. But like,
well, now, as we mentioned, we said that we were going to meet some more very famous people. In fact, Dermot has been a great inspirer here, because he has made sure that we meet with some of the VIPs here tonight. Dermot, you have some very special person to meet now.
This man, he'll be a very special friend of mine here, without a doubt. He was Jack O'Connor, the ex-Kerry trainer's brother, Paddy. Now, my son Paddy go back a long ways. Paddy was the most loyal clubman that I had ever seen. When Paddy was a member of the Gonda Síochána in Dublin, I think he travelled with a motorbike once upon a time down to play with Drummond Pierces. He came down, then he was a guard in Brusna, and he travelled with a motorbike out as far as to assist. Paddy was a Kerry minor in 1973. He was the man that I told you he didn't field him over his head. He rose so high they came into his chest. He was a powerful man there in the Munster final, that full back for Kerry minors. And with him was Paddy Mahoney, there at Skellig Rangers.
Well, my goodness, Pat, it's lovely to meet with you.
Yeah,
and
nice
perhaps tonight, hugely historic here in Drummond.
Fantastic achievement. We never thought, when we started off playing with Drummond, that we'd see the Sam Maguire coming to this small little area, 2 years in the trot, and the captain 2 years in the trot coming from this area. The trainer 2 years as well.